Okay, the day before Christmas, I'm going to show you how to do real mashed potatoes. Found these in the cupboard. Before they go bad, we're going to make use of them. We've got about a dozen medium potatoes here. I'm going to show you what we do to make homemade mashed potatoes. Not the store-bought kind, not the powdered kind, but the real kind. It's actually a little bit of work, but it's worth it in the end. Okay, first step, just get yourself set up at the sink and start peeling. Get yourself a good peeler. Some people wet them down first. And do this until all the potatoes are peeled. Kind of therapeutic. Some people like to use paring knives. I just like the old peeler. Okay, last potato. About 10 minutes. Now all we have to do is quarter them. That's right, Lily. Go to the living room, please. I see that. Okay, we're on the last potato. All we have to do now is rinse them, quarter them with a knife, and boil them. Whoops. Clean up this mess. Okay, about 10 minutes of work, and that's our net result. A bowl full of potatoes. Now we'll quarter them with a sharp knife and boil. Okay, time to quarter the potatoes. Roughly quarter them. This just helps them boil quicker and easier to mash up later on. Okay, we've got all our potatoes peeled and quartered. Now we're going to stick them in our pan or our pot, and we're going to boil. We're going to cover them with water, maybe a little salt in there, and boil for about 20 to 25 minutes until they're tender. Add a little salt. Ready to boil. Okay, once you have them covered with water, bring them to a boil. Let it boil for about 20 to 25 minutes until the potatoes are tender. Got about 10 more minutes for this one. Okay, we've been boiling about 25 minutes. I picked up one potato, and it's actually pretty tender. So we'll turn off the heat and we'll take it over to strain them. Okay, we've got our strainer set up. Just be careful. Hot water, hot potatoes. Let those strain, and we'll start mashing. Okay. Just need a big sturdy bowl. This one we've had in the family for about 50 years, believe it or not. Handed down. Then we get our potato masher. One of these sturdy little devices, mash it down. I like to use them for the initial part of mashing the potatoes. You can see it does a really good job. And you can also go ahead and get your mixer and on a low setting while adding butter and a little bit of milk to make it light. Beat them that way. Well, that's all there is to making homemade mashed potatoes. Okay, I'm going to add half a stick of real butter. Potatoes are still nice and hot. Work that around. And we'll get a little milk in there as well. The milk is just to lighten it up, make it a little fluffier. Add till it's a nice consistency. There we go. And the last thing you do is just salt and pepper to taste. A little bit more. Probably had these every night growing up. Now it's every couple of months it seems before we do these versus the powdered kind. And they taste so good. There we go. It's starting to look real creamy. Lightening up with water or with milk. And now we're going to salt. And just salt to your own specific tastes. Okay. Alright, I added a little bit more salt, a little bit more milk, and now these are light and fluffy and delicious. I'm going to put them in a bowl and serve them up to the kids. Okay, there they are in our vintage Pyrex. The last thing we need to do, you can hear my 2-year-old screaming in the background, add a little parsley for color on top, and another pat of butter right in the middle. And these are ready for the 2-year-old taste test, I think. How are they?
Good.
Do you like them? Smile if you like them. Take a big bite. Mmm. Okay, they passed the 2-year-old taste test, so I'm happy. Dig in, Lily.